Hello YouTube, welcome to another Squirtle Squad opening. In this video I'm going to be opening up my Pokemon Sun and Moon Team Up theme deck. This is the first time I've ever opened up a theme deck. Never really had the desire to open up one before, but this one, the Torrential Cannon theme deck, is based on Blastoise. So of course a Squirtle evolution line based theme deck. So really excited to get this opened up. Of course, I'll show you what it has on the inside. There's the name, Torrential Cannon, as mentioned, and the back shows the deck list, as well as what you'll find in this box: a 60 Pokemon card deck, 1 card checklist, 1 metallic coin, 2 player playmat and rule sheet, code card for the online TCG, a deck box, 1 quick guide to unlock the strategies within, and damage counters. So the checklist, the deck list I won't read out because we're going to look through each card anyway. There is a look at the deck list. Really happy to have this deck list with the Squirtle cards in it. So let's get it open. Not even sure how to open it exactly, actually. I feel like you open it from the side. I don't think it's something I'm going to be able to keep after the packaging anyway, so if we have to rip it open, then so be it, I guess. Okay, I guess it's from the side then. Something I should probably check before filming, but there we go. Let's get that opened up. I'm not going to go through every single card and analyse like how good each card's in the TCG and stuff like that. Just because although I do play the online TCG a bit, I'm not an expert on the actual game itself by any means. So let's see what we have in the inside here. So we have the 1 metallic coin, which is Blastoise. Never normally get excited about coins, but that is easily now my favourite coin in my collection. We have the card for the code card for the online TCG. I'm afraid I'm going to keep that one myself. The deck box is awesome. I love the look of this deck box. Love that Blastoise art on it. Looks amazing. So let's get that opened up in just a minute. Here is, I believe, the checklist. Team up. Yep, that's exactly what it is. We have here, oh, this shows the Relentless Flame theme deck, the other Team Up theme deck, and it tells you more about the Torrential Cannon theme deck. Here are the damage counters, poison and burn markers, and the GX Team Up counter. This is the playmat. I won't lay this out but it'll be the same art of this Blastoise. And here is the look at the hollow version of the Blastoise with that amazing Shatterfoil hollow. Really nice hollow looking card. So, looks to be in pretty good condition. I'm going to sleeve this one for sure. So let's look at this hollow quickly. Once during, it has an ability, Powerful Squall. Once during a turn before you attack me, look at the top 6 cards of your deck. Attach any number of water energy cards you find there to this Pokemon. No, to your Pokemon in any way you like. Shuffle the other hands into your deck. So that's pretty good. Don't have to discard unwanted cards that you don't want. So I like that. It should be a quick way to set up Blastoise, especially in this particular theme decks. These theme decks are often energy heavy. And then Hydro Tackle for free water energy does 150 damage, and this Pokemon does 30 damage to itself. So I think a pretty good Blastoise. Can do major damage for sure. If you were to attach a choice band or something, can knock out a lot of GX Pokemon. And then let's look at the cards in the theme deck. So these are, for now, in whatever order it already comes in. The energy cards, of course, are new for Team Up. Should be 20 of those. It looks like they're going to be in all random orders. Let's look at Farfetch. So this is a water type deck. I think there are a few colourless Pokemon as well. So Farfetch'd is good for this move, Toolbuster. Before doing damage, discard all Pokemon tool cards from your opponent's active Pokemon. If you discarded a Pokemon tool card in this way, there's 70 more damage. That's 90 damage and discarding a tool card just for 1 energy. So it's definitely a good solid card to use, and collect, draw 2 cards can definitely help when you're starting off the game. Here is Squirtle. Really happy because I didn't have this Squirtle in my collection yet. Had the other art, not this one. So happy to have that. Pidgeotto, so we have a Pidgeotto and Pidgeot line here, and this Pidgeotto is very good, this AML. It means you can look at the top 2 cards of your deck and put one of them in your hand, put the other one at the bottom of your deck. it's another good one for setting up. There's the Blastoise, which we did previously look at, so the non-holo version. So let's see, as I say, it's going to be in a random order. So there's a Pidgey, basic Pokemon, 50 HP, 2 moves. Probably going to want to try and, you know, set something like that up on the bench, but collect does draw a card. Copycat, so not a bad trainer card, especially like a theme deck like this. Of course, we know what Copycat does. A lot of the familiar cards, I'm not going to go through them all. Psyduck there, so we have a Psyduck and Golduck line as well. Headache for 1 colourless energy, does 10 damage. Flip a coin. If heads, your opponent can't play any training cards from their hand during the next turn. So that's not a bad move. Timeable here. Some more water energy. Brock's Grit, of course. First saw this in Evolutions, now reprinted in Team Up. Allows you to shuffle discarded Pokemon and energy cards from your discard pile into your hand. Or into your deck, I believe, actually. Nest Ball, another Farfetch'd. Wartortle, love this Pokemon art for Wartortle. 2 moves, Tackle and Waterfall, does 30 and 70 for a double colourless energy, and for 2 water and 1 colourless energy. Water energy again. Here's Pidgeot. Let's have a look at Pidgeot. 130 HP for stage 2. Whirlwind for a double colourless does 60 damage. Your opponent switches their active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. Spinstorm, your opponent puts their active Pokemon and all cards attached to it into their hand. So that's pretty good. Could definitely disrupt their opponent's hand there. Switch trainer card. We have some more energies. Golduck. So let's look at Golduck. I think so Blastoise and Golduck, I believe, are the 2 main attackers in this deck. So 110 HP for stage 1, Amnesia, does 20 damage. Choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon's attacks. That Pokemon can't use that attack during the next turn. So a lot of moves that will disrupt their opponent's hand or their gameplay. That's pretty good. Swim for 3 colourless energy, does 90. If the opponent's Pokemon have any water attached to him, you may do 90 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So if you happen to be playing a water type deck, very good move to use. Howl draws 3 cards, another familiar trainer there, another copy of Copycat. Professor Kukui, of course, draws 2 cards and does 20 extra damage for that turn. Another Squirtle card there, very nice. Cynthia. Now there are 2 copies of Cynthia in this theme deck, which is pretty amazing for a theme deck like this. Of course, one of the best trainer cards that you have in the Sun and Moon era and in the standard format right now. So that's a really good card. Worth a fair bit in itself. So pretty amazing that they put that in this theme deck. So a lot of these cards I think we would have seen now. Timeable. There's another Golduck, another Pidgeot, another Switch, more water energy, Howl, another copy of Farfetch'd. Let's have a look. Anything different? I don't believe so. So I might just arrange these now and have a quick look at what we have at the end. So there's the other Cynthia. These cards are all just mixed up, as you can see. Another Squirtle, which I'm always going to be happy with. So there we go. So yeah, there's 20 water energy cards in my collection. Whippy, that's always very nice. And as I say, the trainer cards, I mean, having Cynthia is very, very good indeed in this theme deck. I believe both Team Up theme decks do have 2 copies of Cynthia, so that's amazing. Definitely do have some pretty good trainer cards overall in this deck, so not bad for the trainers. And as for the Pokemon, that Blastoise can do really major damage, and the Golduck can be very good as well. So yeah, I mean, as I say, not the hugest like summary. You can obviously find more in-depth. Should be doing this on camera really, so you have something to look at least. Sure, you can find more in-depth reviews of this deck, but I just really wanted to have a quick look at what cards we get. But you can see there, this Psyduck and Golduck lines. It's a line of 3 Psyduck and 2 Golduck. The Farfetch'd, there are 2 copies of. The Pidgey has 2 copies. Pidgeotto, just 1 copy, and 2 copies of Pidgeot. And then the Squirtle line, it is 3 copies of Squirtle. It is all this version of Squirtle, not the other version, which is good because I pulled a couple of versions of the other Squirtle out of my booster pack openings, so I needed this Squirtle, so I've got a few of that in my collection now. So 3 of those, 2 Wartortles, and of course 2 Blastoise when you take in consideration the holo as well, which is there. Have another look at that holo. So there you have it. There is the Torrential, what was it? Torrential Cannon. I've forgotten already. That's how good my memory is. It is Torrential Cannon theme deck from Team Up, and yeah, really glad I purchased this theme deck, especially because of the Squirtle cards I got in it. So hope you enjoyed this video. Give this video a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And until next time, thank you very much for watching Squirtle Squad Openings.